Before I get started, Dave Priddy, EPOCH Sales Management Solutions. A little bit of background on me. I'm a Jersey boy. I grew up back east. Just was back there a couple of weeks ago. Took my kids and my grandkids, and so we got out there and we were celebrating my dad's 92nd birthday. And most of the people back there had not met my granddaughters, who the oldest is 9, so it's been a long time since they haven't been out to visit, or we haven't been there. So took them in to see the Statue of Liberty, took them around Manhattan. My daughter went to school on Staten Island, so she used to go into Manhattan all the time. So we went into Staten Island and took the Staten Island ferry over, then went over to the Statue of Liberty, then walked around Manhattan for a while. So the 9 and 6-year-old were having a blast. I mean, yes. I can, yep, okay, no problem. So it,
just please raise your hand.
Yep.
Go on up.
So anyway, we had a lot of fun, celebrating my dad's birthdays, just seeing everybody back there, having everybody meet my granddaughters. So that's a big part of my why, is family, friends. We do a lot of trips. We go down to, those of you who know anything about me know that I do a lot. We go to Disney at least once a year, and sometimes it's in the next 12 months, we're going to be down there 3 times. So that's the things that kind of motivates me, and just building those personal relationships. So what I want to talk about today is, this is a program a number of you have heard me talk about, Strategic Centers of Influence. Thank you. And this is going to be the very abbreviated version. I've got a handout for you, and we'll talk a little bit about it at the end. This relates so much to what we do here at NIA. So on that note, I will get started. So let me get my cheats. So, strategic centers of influence can really transform the way you generate your business growth. The old way is cold calling, and then it's no fun. It's, people don't want to talk to you. Your response rates can be really low, high cost, long sales cycle. With strategic centers of influence, just like everybody in this room is a potential center of influence. There's a few that will potentially be strategic centers of influence. You're going to get an immediate trust, not only with them, but if they are referring you or you're referring them, the trust level is much higher. It's more like warm leads, faster conversion. Okay, what is an SCI? It's trusted partner that you have that have direct access to your ideal client profiles. They have a very similar, if not the exact same, ideal client profile. They and you should be natural connectors for each other. In most cases, they're going to be happy to refer you because they know you better. I mean, I've got a couple of strategic centers of influence in this market. Dave Peppelman and I are a good example. In some ways, on the surface, you'd think we're competitors. But if you really understand what we do, we're great partners with each other. We've already done some of that in the past. Why do they matter? It gives you a sustainable engine for growth. So here's a quick and dirty of the process. Identify, and I know Cher, you've been learning a lot about this as well. So you identify who makes a great SCI. The outreach is, you want to make the first contact, the first outreach. You want to, with the engage, you're looking to build that rapport. There's some people that you're going to sit down with, and immediately you're going to know that you're great strategic centers of influence with each other. You've already got the relationship. In a lot of cases, you're going to need to build that over time. It may take weeks, months, even quarters to really start building that trust and relationship. As far as the nurture, that's, you want to keep it warm, you want to keep it active. So it's not something, okay, let's meet today, and then 6 to 12 months from now, meet again. It's a routine outreach to keep that live. And then the partnership, again, it's for mutual benefit. You're both going to be getting something out of that. This is sort of the basis of it, that first meeting. It's going to be, you set it up and you plan for it. That's a key element, is being ready so that you will be able to be ready for it. You think about, and you often want to have them go first, asking the questions. But as you're preparing what you want them to know about you, ask them those same questions so you better understand it, so you know how to introduce them. So, sound familiar? Something that Kim has been driving for all of us. So this takes it almost to another level of it. But it's really understanding who they are, what they do, what's your ideal client profile, what's their ideal client profile, and what problem do they solve? One of the things that I do for my SCIs is I build them a problem we solve story to say, okay, this is what the superpower is. This is what we do to help someone. Then the next question is, who has that problem? So that's where you want to get to the SCI, and then how can you be introduced to them, and how can they be introduced to yours? Make sense? Okay, so this is the call to action. If you have any interest in this and you have questions about it, please, you can ask me at the end of this. I've got a handout which is a little bit more filled out, but if you want to get a 30 or 45-minute one-on-one with me, I will go through this with you. Whether you're a good potential SCI for me and I'm for you, and again, it's got to be mutual, but I will help you build this process for your strategic centers of influence.